Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Bobby here, and let's queer up lesbians and queer women. Palm Springs lost White Party and now the Dinah. What does that mean for big LGBTQ events? Palm Springs is bracing for the end of an era. From September 24th to 28th, the desert city will host the final edition of the Dinah, the legendary club skirts Dinah Shore weekend that has defined queer women's culture for more than 3 decades. What began in 1991 as a one-night party organized by Mariah Hanson during the Dinah Shore LPGA tournament has become a 5-day celebration of joy, liberation, and community. Thousands of LGBTQ women, non-binary, and trans people have flocked to Palm Springs each year for pool parties, concerts, and connection. Hanson explained, quote, "The Dinah was always about creating a space where our community could live out loud, all while setting the stage for us to transcend isms," end quote. This year's program will feature L-Word stars Moennig and Leisha, Hailey, alongside DJs, comedians, and performers. Yet for Hanson, who is stepping down after 34 years, it's more than entertainment. Hanson said, quote, "This last edition isn't just an event, it's the accumulation of spectacular years of joy, liberation, visibility, and love," end quote. The Dinah's legacy stretches far beyond Palm Springs, from launching sapphic artists to modeling intentional inclusivity. It has shaped queer spaces worldwide. As Hanson takes a final bow, the question remains, what comes next for large-scale queer events in America? Well, I just want to clarify this. White Party is not going away, at least technically not, because they're just pausing it for 1 year. They're promising that they might come back to in 2026 while they, quote unquote, reevaluate what can be done to them.
Very reassuring to hear.
Yes, well, I mean, on the other hand, the Dinah, like, I never know about the Dinah because I'm a gay man and that's not my space. But I remember that, remember Here TV, like there was the queer HBO or something. And so I remember that they used to show at late night was just nonstop reel of Dinah, like people like running around during in Dinah events. I'm like, why all this lesbian on my TV again? And but you know, that's how I learned about it. And I don't think queer events are going away. In fact, I think that they will probably grow because we are under attack now. And we need to gather, we need to show solidarity, we need to show that our community is not afraid to face down face down dictatorship and, you know, authoritarian rule.
I hear you, Bobby, but like this particular event, I don't think what's going on with this event necessarily is 100% representative of the community as a whole. That being said, you know, hearing that, you know, it started as 1 night and went up to 5 nights, became way bigger. Fran Lebowitz had an old quote I like of hers, which is, when something gets big, it gets worse. And like for them, you know, when you make something from a small event to this big 5-night big thing, it definitely wears on the people that run it. And so I'm not shocked to hear them getting ready to leave and seeing someone pass the torch. But like the bigger and more complex the event, the harder it is to find someone to grab the torch.
It's very true. And, you know, it's sad because, you know, women, especially queer women and lesbians, are always looking for events, you know, like the Dinah, you know, to be a part of. And, you know, I hate to see things like that end for them. We're doing really well here in Broward County, especially in Wilton Manors. We just had, like a couple months ago, I had a women's week and stuff. And we're really, in our community here, really trying to heighten the L group, you know, within our community. And you're seeing more different events coming from them. So I'm hoping that maybe Palm Springs will take a lesson from this in terms of like maybe there's a different way to, you know, do different things for women. But I just don't know exactly what.
It's hard because, you know, I also look at this and White Party, and sure, it says it's only a pause. Like, how many establishments in this town do we know say they're taking a pause and then they never reopen again? You know, like, but I see all that, and I do worry, and I look at like the bars and establishments in our community we just reported on in Miami that are closing, and I think, you know, is this a sign of something bigger? It might not be, but at the same time, like, I see, you know, corporations aren't giving to prides anymore. There's a lot of struggles in our community, but like, we have also commoditized ourselves in rainbow capitalism in a way that, like, you can't do forever. We can't do every party be a 6-day party, every event be gigantic.
True.
It would be nice to see us maybe occasionally try to say, like, it's okay to do something simple and queer.
You can't keep looking in the same well. And you can't keep going to the same people for the money and the sponsor stuff. You've got to reinvent yourself, and you got to keep looking for where you can get it the next year and stuff, because that's what we've had to do within our organization.
I mean, as someone who studied marketing, I think that Dinah has a lot of brand equity, so I don't think that should be squandered. Hopefully someone would pick up the torch and run with it.
Bring it here.
You should go look into doing this. That's what I say.
Yeah, in California, why would they move to the deep red hellhole?
Because we need it. We need more visibility here. We got to fight.
But they have a dry heat, which is just so wonderful if you've never been.
Yes, I love dry heat.
And that dryness is a big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other LGBTQ queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing to and sharing Queer News Tonight.